If you're somewhat new to this channel or you haven't been around for too long, it's not really a secret, and you're going to find out my passion for giallo knows no bounds here, or gialli as it's called. This is Pupi Avati's The House with Laughing Windows, a giallo film that is unique, different and extremely atmospheric from 1976. This is one of those giallis that doesn't use flamboyant violence or over-the-top acting. It's understated, it's very atmospheric, and it builds to an absolute crescendo. It's all about art restorer Stefano, who's sent to a small Italian village to restore a fresco of Saint Sebastian, and as he digs into the painting's disturbing history linked to the death of an obsessed artist, he starts to uncover various aspects that might not have been great. An artist who maybe tortured his models. He becomes entangled with a string of grisly deaths and growing paranoia, and what begins as a harmless work devolves into a creeping nightmare of obsession and terror which refused to let Stefano go. It's wonderful. I love the fact that it takes out of the big city and transports our main character into a small isolated village. There's no help nearby. You're relying on all the people that populate this village to help out, but there is also that nagging feeling throughout that no one's being truly themselves or honest. There's a duplicitous nature or an underhanded knowing. Everybody seems to know more than Stefano himself. It takes that kind of obsession as madness. This one, as our character becomes compelled into the work of art, becoming compelled by the artist, looking into his history, what he did when he was in that village, the aspects of his work, what it paints to. You see Stefano becoming obsessed with the idea of the artist, of his beliefs, what he did to attain his art, and how he went about creating his art. And it leads the idea into, is this character losing his grasp on sanity? Or is everybody really holding information away from him, really torturing him, playing with him like a cat plays with a mouse? As I said in my little introduction, this isn't a flashy gialli film. It doesn't have these stylized murders or psychedelic lighting or these incredible score cues that allude to something violent and hypnotic happening in front of your eyes. It's subdued, it's controlled and measured. We watch as Stefano becomes embroiled in this mystery that he's creating, the implication of what is to come. The horror is through atmosphere rather than spectacle, and it builds so nicely. It starts with strange ways of people acting, it starts with friends being murdered, that isolating nature, the works of art where they are people who are in their demise, having their essences captured. It builds this tension all the way through it that just builds up to, as I said, a absolutely wonderful finale at the end of this one. There's also the painter in the paintings at this one, where we get little flashbacks towards him, and it's this idea that he is the physical embodiment of pain and mortality. He takes pictures of people as they are dying, as they're in the worst moment of pain of their life. He captures this in some lurid artwork, which is just phenomenal. The painting that he is restoring inside a church is horrifying, but also captures real life, and it's that which leads to the mystery of going on. But you see these works of art throughout it. You see the obsession with the colour, with everything that's going on with him, with his mental state, with his health state, the idea of the sort of flawed protagonist of the painter mirrors with our actual protagonist of the film. His obsession, his refusal to let go, his unwinding, driven towards a single thought or ethos matches the story of the painter perfectly well. It's wonderfully shot as well. It's great, and it's not one of those flashy giallo films. It's just incredibly well done without all that pizzazz which other movies get by on. This 4K is terrific. It is a movie that you want to check out and have in your collection, and there is pretty amazing extras on here. Unfortunately, I don't have the ability to rip the menus from 4Ks, but we are on the Shameless Screen Entertainment website here. We are looking at The House with Laughing Windows 4K, and we are going to go down to the special features. Now, we have an interview with Pupi Avati, which is 20 minutes, 26 seconds. This is great. You know, getting to hear what brought this film along. There is an absolutely fantastic anecdote about the previous film they were working on, why they ended up doing this, and some really interesting talk about the cast, the setting, the film. It's a great interview, as are all of these that are included in this disc. Next up, we have interview with star Francesca Marciano, and she is Francesca in the film. She gives, again, more wonderful information talking about the legacy of this film, the pride in it, how the more they look back at that, how they created something so wonderfully unique and cult. Next, we have an interview with producer Antonio Avati, which runs for 32 minutes, 59 seconds. And there's, again, some wonderful stories about the fact that the budget of how there was only 12 people actually working on this film, how it was ultra low budget, and how they had to really create as they were going, throwing in things that were to hand, which is just wonderful to realise that they created something so magical from so little. Then we have an interview with star Lino Capoliccio, and that runs for 49 minutes, 46 seconds. This is the longest and most in-depth of all the interviews. There is a clear and decisive love for this film, a great appreciation of how wonderful it turned out, how it's something to look back on with great pride, which he obviously does, telling wonderful anecdotes and stories about how they come up with certain aspects, working with both Avatis on this film and his other co-stars. It's just a great talking head. Finally, we have an interview with Cesar Bastelli, which runs for 26 minutes, 3 seconds. Now, he worked on the film, but he also had a hand in the restoration of this as well. So you get lots of information on location hunting, finding the house, how they came about being able to just put the smiles on the windows, what happened to the house after the fact, creating the look for this film. It's a great talking head once more. This is an incredible release which includes a brand new colour grading created specifically for this edition, and currently it's the only version available in Dolby Vision, and if that doesn't excite you, I don't know what will. This is outstanding extras to go with an absolutely outstanding film. If that wasn't enough, there is a 30-page booklet with an essay by Kim Newman on the film, and he clearly loves it. It has a great legacy for him and is a very powerful film. Comes across in the terrific writings within this booklet. And that's the extras for The House with Laughing Windows. There we have it. The House with Laughing Windows is out now. Absolutely pick it up. You need it in your collection. It's another Shameless winner, one that I was hoping was going to get a good release here at some point. Finally has. Taking pride to place in my collection. I'd love to know your thoughts on The House with Laughing Windows. Let me know in the comment box below whether you love it, hate it, or fall somewhere in the middle. As always, there's more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box are links to Patreon, membership program, manvfilm.com, always in which you can support. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.